My project was to make a 3D model of SpongeBob for my Imagine project, and when I was making it, I struggled a little bit with the body, so I ended up just restarting with the body, and you could see how it has all the curves, and on the top it's all ripply, and on the bottom and sides it's curved. That's because I decided I was going to use extruding instead of just moving outer vertices to the position because it looked way better. And that allowed it to have the nice shaping that it did with the subdivision surfacer. That all I had to do after doing that is basically add the eyeballs and stuff and the dots and mouth to make the whole torso part. For the body, I basically just put together two cubes. The white was a little bit larger than the black, the brown, but that's because it needed to show too. And I basically put shapes on shapes on shapes on shapes to make the belt and the tie and collar of the shirt. For the arms and legs and socks, which are down here, which are right here, they are basically just cylinders that are a little bit bigger than the legs, so that they could show, and I just colored them differently, allowing me to change it. The whole reason I decided to do this was because I needed something easy enough but not too hard to make. So SpongeBob seemed just right. And the hands were pretty hard. If you could look at them, it's a cylinder with more and more fingers, which I had to manipulate vertices and add and use the layer or knife tool to add more vertices and change them, and then I had to use a subdivision surfacer to make them as smooth as they were. And the sleeves weren't that hard. I just used a cone and manipulated the shape, so it ended up turning out pretty good. The nose I really wanted to make it more blend into the actual body, but I wasn't able to do it without making it look not too good. So I just took a sphere and extruded and moved the actual rounded parts of it. The shoes, I started out with spheres, and it was pretty hard too, because I had to take a sphere and use the loop cut tool and make more vertices on it so I could arrange them to adjust the way the shoes worked. They're actually pretty low poly until I subdivision surfaced them, and they turned it out pretty okay, which I thought was pretty nice. And the bottom of the pant legs, I basically just did the same thing as the sleeves. I used the cone and smoothed it out with the subdivision surfacer, making it just the way I want it. Overall, I believe it's pretty good, and I'm pretty proud with it. It took a while, but I eventually got the hang of it, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, that's it.